A couple of signings in the January transfer window and a brand new way of playing, and we have completely turned Preston's season around. And now we have made it to the playoffs. And no matter what happens, it has still been a remarkable season. We have to remain positive, though. It is possible we could find ourselves in the final. Who knows? Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 67, Season 7, currently here at Preston. And boy, oh boy, what a season it has been. And when we took over Preston at the end of November last year, they were lounging around at the bottom of the championship in 22nd place. And with a couple of astute signings in the January transfer window, we have turned their season on its head. And we have finished the season in 6th place. And therefore we will play in the playoffs, which is totally unexpected. And today we will be covering both legs against Burnley, home and away. And who knows, we may just make it to the final. At the end of the day, for me, it matters not whether we make it to the final or not. We have not got a team that is capable of playing in the Premier League. We are just playing really for pride and to see if we can compete next season. And maybe if we make some good signings in the summer, we will make it to an automatic promotion place next season. But before we get into all that, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you like to see people suffer playing this game, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very, very good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. And while we're on that subject, we have via our Just Giving page, and I'll leave a link in the description to that, we have raised in excess of £255, and that thrills me no end. And if you are of a mind to make a small donation, it doesn't matter even if it's £1 or £2, everything will mount up, and together we are already making a difference. Thank you very much to all those of you who have already contributed. And so before we go off to our first of these ties against Burnley, let's take a look back at what's happened over the season. And before I came, you can see, actually it's there against Ipswich on the 18th of November. That was my first game. And if we look at what Preston had been through before that, they were in 22nd. They were totally out of it and were really, really in trouble. And then after we arrived, we did go through this little phase here where we drew against Blackpool and we had that 1-0 defeat against Sunderland, and that was where I was trying out the asymmetric system, a system that they've adapted to very quickly, and since then we have been in inspired form. In fact, the only blip in the season which could have been unblemished was those games against Sunderland. We lost in the first one, 1-0 away at Sunderland, and then more recently we have been beaten 2-1 at home by Sunderland, and that, I guess, is entirely my fault. There must be something that I'm not doing, and Sunderland are taking advantage of that, and that's a lesson to be learned, that if you get beaten by a team, then you probably need to adapt what you're doing when you play them again later in the season. The other blip in the season was that 2-0 defeat by Chelsea in the FA Cup quarter-final, but that was a really, really impressive performance by the team to the team who were second in the Premier League. I was expecting it to be a bigger scoreline than that, but they did very, very well. We made a couple of changes after we went 2-0 down, and in the second half we certainly held our own, so that was a very, very good performance. We also had some very big games against Norwich, and we were the only team to beat Norwich on 2 occasions, and that is quite a proud record since Norwich ended up winning the championship this season. And so really this episode is simply about Preston and Burnley, and who is going to make it to the final. In terms of the tactic, I am not going to change anything against Burnley. It has served us well, and I'm probably going to go back to a more familiar tactic for the team, and we are going to back off a little bit because Burnley are a very good pressing team. They are good at playing out from the back, and I don't think I want my players running around like headless chickens because they are also very strong finishers. And so preserving energy in this game might be key to what we have to do. But so without any fuss at all, let's go and play the first leg of the semi-final. It doesn't matter to me win or lose, but if we can get to the final, it will be another feather in our cap. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today, the first leg of the semi-final of the playoffs. And it's Cox in goal, with Norton Cuffy, Digbareku, Lindsay and Nizet at the back. Matate, McCann and Corbeanu in the middle, with Doherty, Jean-Jules and Surridge being the three up front. It really doesn't matter to me whether or not we win this game. And Alfie Doherty's a little bit apprehensive because his opposite number is a little bit stronger than him. I don't think we'll pay too much attention to that. I think he just needs to get his act together and go out and play his natural game. And we need to be at our best today. We have beaten Burnley once 3-0. They have beaten us previous in the season. I think it's going to be a close contest. That's why I'm not putting any pressure on the players. We have to just go out there and play our game and see if we can't get a result. And we do need to keep an eye on what is happening with Burnley. I do suspect they are stronger down the left, and I need to keep an eye on their left-hand-sided players. And as you can see already, they're focusing their play down the left. Taylor Richards has been involved. But we do have a free kick. And it is Corbeanu over the free kick. I didn't know he was down to take free kicks. But there's the shot, and it's a good save. Or actually, we have been given, someone had strayed offside. We've had the first highlight. We are actually dominating the game. And so far, so good. Burnley have really not threatened at all. And I think that it might be time to maybe go a little bit more positive and to try to take the game a little bit more to them. Or maybe just wait until they are a little bit tired. But Burnley are playing it forward. They're playing this very deliberate, slow passing game. And well done, Cox, picking up that long ball. And so far, so good. It's Preston 0, Burnley 0. All the pundits were expecting this to be a close game. And that's what it is at the moment. And although Preston have had the better of the game, Burnley are coming back into it and they are playing the ball around at the back. And maybe I need to do something about that, and we need to start pressing them a little bit more. And that is what I think I'm going to tell the players to do now, to get at them a little bit more, as Burnley are looking to bring it forward. They are into the box. They do have a chance. They have scored. It is time now to tell the players that I need them to. We're going to push the lines up and we're going to press them now. The mid-block didn't work. And I'm going to tell them to get stuck in. I want to get at them now. And we were doing so well, and yet Burnley were coming back into the game, and we need to take the game to them now. We need to try and get something out of this. It's not looking very good at the moment. We have totally dominated them. Everything is looking in our favour, and Burnley have just suddenly decided to slow everything down, and they have taken the lead. It's Preston 0, Burnley 1, totally against the run of play. Taylor Richards is a pest, and so I'm going to need to do something about him. We'll wait until this highlight is done. And we do have the ball. We are pretty much had all the highlights apart from one, and Burnley just have taken advantage of those. Here's Corbeanu. The ball is deflected, and it's Burnley who pick the ball up. We need to get hold of this ball, and Burnley are coming forward. There is another chance over here on the left, and it comes to Morton. Morton inside. Burnley are in. There's a chance. It's a good clearance, and here is Surridge. Surridge, what can you do with it? He needs support. He has support outside him in Corbeanu. Corbeanu, he needs to find a cross. Can he get the cross in? He's going down the right. Looks for the cross. It's a deep cross. Surridge can't get on the end of it. It comes out, but Nizet can't pick it up. And Burnley come again, trying to hit us on the counter-attack. And this is a bit end-to-end at the moment. And Burnley are looking to score again. They are in. It's 2-0. And we are in trouble. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, I was not expecting this. Burnley have had 2 shots, and they have had 2 on target, and they have scored both times, but I think that has been given as offside. So we have got away with one there, and that would have been a little unfair, because again, we are totally dominating this game. And we should be at least level. It's a bit unsporting at the moment of FM. And here is Matate. Matate looking for Digbareku. Digbareku, we need a big game from him. And we need a big game from Surridge, who has been extremely quiet. And here is Lindsay. Lindsay looking for McCann. McCann to Matete. He's looking inside, and Surridge has got the ball. Surridge with the drive, and it is Preston 1, Burnley 1. It is no more than we deserve. In fact, we deserve to be ahead. And just as I was saying, I need a big game from Surridge. Has he delivered? McCann and Matate combining well together, and Surridge put the ball away. I actually decided to play Matate rather than Whiteman. Matate has developed a very, very good relationship with McCann, and I think that persuaded me in the end that was the right thing to do. It's Preston 1, Burnley 1, pushing up. We have been better. We should have got more than 1 goal, and Burnley have just scored from the very rare chance that they had. And I'm going to say, don't lose faith. We have created all those chances, and I think that I don't need to say any more. I think we'll just start the second half. Don't be dismayed at only being 1-1. We've created chances. We've got them on target. We are beating them. But we're committing too many fouls. Okay, we'll come off the get stuck in. We haven't been picking up yellow cards. Surridge has got a yellow card, and Matate. And Matate is having a decent game. Corbeanu is not playing very well at the moment, and it's all looking a bit stale. I'm going to go and make some changes. And so we have made 4 changes. They are a little tired. We need to bring some fresh legs onto the pitch. And at the moment it remains Preston 1, Burnley 1. We've dominated this game, and I'm a little bit peeved that it's only 1-1. I'm going to shout at them, demand more, and it's not really working out very well. Maybe time to make another change. And so we have made our final change, bringing on Hay instead of Nizet. It remains 1-1. The boys have given everything they had, and it's going to be a difficult second leg away at Burnley, but we're going to have to go there, I think, with a much more positive frame of mind. There's a number of players who didn't really perform. I'm glad Surridge managed to get himself on the score sheet. And so if we look at the numbers, we should have won that. We didn't. We're going to have to improve for the second leg. And that's what we're going to do. It's Preston 1, Burnley 1. And we need to have a very, very good performance away. I'd have liked to have won that by the odd goal, but at least we did get the equaliser. And so we move on, and our impressive season just continues, because it is another game in which we have remained undefeated. Since I took over, we have only been beaten 3 times, and one of those was against Chelsea in the FA Cup quarter-final. But it's time for me to play through the week now and get ready for the away leg against Burnley. So I will be right back. And so we are back, and just before we do go back to the second leg, we can see that Brentford beat Middlesbrough in the first leg of their semi-final, and so whoever wins this game between Preston and Burnley, it's likely they will be playing Brentford, and I think that would be the better of the two teams to play. So if by some miracle we can beat Burnley in this next fixture, we would have a chance of actually winning the final. So I think it's time to go and kick some balls. And so the team for this final game, possibly of the season, I would like it not to be the final game, but I suspect it might be. And the team today is Cox in goal, with Norton, Cuffy, Digbereku, Bernard and Nizet at the back, unchanged from last time. Whiteman, McCann and Corbeanu in midfield, with Whiteman coming back into the side for Matate, Doherty, Jean-Jules and Surridge up front. Why would I want to change the team very much? It's a team that served me extremely well, and I think that we've got to go and give this a go. All the players are very, very happy, and hopefully we will give this the best that we can. And I'm going to say, yeah, we are the underdogs today, but that suits us. I have faith in you. Go out and make a difference. Make me proud. Let's cause an upset here. We are the underdogs. We have to remember who we are. We are Preston, and we've come from so far down the table that to be even here is a miracle. And if we can go to the final, then whoa, can we get to Wembley? What an occasion that would be. And there's a long ball forward over the top to Corbeanu, he needs to hold on to the ball, get a cross in, but finds Whiteman, who everything has gone through in this season. As a cross over the top, a header into the corner. Jean-Jules has put us a goal ahead, and a goal ahead on the tie. But it has been ruled out for offside. Is it going to be our day? That was so close. We are talking about arm hairs there. Is it going to be our day? Is the computer telling me it's not going to be your day, sunshine? We're again controlling possession. We are having the best of the game, and it's at the moment still 0-0, and I would like, if we could get a goal, it would help my nerves. Burnley really have not done anything at all in the opening 15 minutes, 20 minutes. There's a corner that's headed over the crossbar. Maybe we can sneak one from a set piece. It would be really cool, because we have been doing a lot of work in the last 2 weeks on set pieces. And here is Jean-Jules down the right, looking inside for Corbeanu. Corbeanu has escaped his man, bursts into the box, and it's a chance, and the goalkeeper's foot keeps it out. It goes behind for a corner. Let's get our heads on this, boys. Let's have a good delivery from Norton Cuffy, and let's get our heads on it. It's to the far post. It's nodded out. It's nodded back in. It's all a bit helter-skelter in there, and the highlight comes to nothing, and it remains Burnley 0, Preston 0. We are totally in control of this game. 5 shots to 1. We're dominating possession. We've pretty much got the game in the bag. I'll be a little bit disappointed if we don't win this, given the fact that we are all over them, and Burnley really have got nothing to offer at this point in time. They've made a few changes, I've noticed, to their team, with Bakar coming in at left back, and at half time it is 0-0, and it's unfortunate because we are doing very, very well, and I'm just going to say, you're doing well. Keep working until full time, and it will come. We have to believe now. We are totally dominating this game as we dominated the previous game, and Burnley really have had nothing to offer. They are coming into their own a little bit, and we do need to be careful of Jefferson Lerma. And so we have asked our boys to take him out of the game. We've type mark him, show him onto his left foot. hopefully take him out of the game. He has been taken off, but Burnley do have a corner, and is what I suspect going to happen. The corner is going to be swung in. They've hit the crossbar, and somehow we've managed to get it clear. McCann is looking to pick the ball up. He can't. It's come out to Burnley on the right. They are in a good position here. This will be horrible if it goes in. It doesn't. I think I need to go and make some changes now. The boys are looking a little bit tired. And so we have made a few changes and brought some fresh legs onto the pitch. Surridge, unfortunately, was on a 6.2. I've had to take him off. It is Burnley again with possession and the corner, and they have headed it over the bar. Burnley have come into this match very, very strongly in the second half. I still think we deserve to win this given what we were doing in the first half, and it will be a tragedy if we don't miss it. And here is Niandulu is through it. What a save. It's gone over the crossbar. We do have a corner. It's still Burnley 0. Preston 0. It couldn't be any closer. I'm keeping a very close eye on anybody who might be tired. Nizit maybe at fullback might be getting tired. It's gone out for another corner. Can we get a goal from a corner? We're maintaining our positive attitude to this game. Can we get one from a set piece? We used to be very good at set pieces. There's the ball into the box. It's headed clear, and Burnley are looking to counter-attack. We need to close him down. And we need to make sure that we win the ball here. Win the ball back. We have to win this ball back. And Burnley's starting to play it around. They are very much in this game. And we need to win the ball. Somebody get a tackle in and win this football. And we have. Nice play. And there's a lovely ball. Niandulu is bursting through the middle. He needs support. His shot is charged down. He didn't have the pace to be able to force his way through. It remains Burnley 0. Preston 0. I'm thinking maybe extra time, and should I come off the press a little bit, which doesn't seem to be working all that well anyway, but we have won the ball in midfield. Corbeanu looking to get forward. He's found Jules to Corbeanu and get a ball into the box, and there's a hit the post. We have been so unlucky all through this semi-final playoff, and it looks to me like it's just not going to be our day. We should be winning. We've dominated both games, and I just think we've been extremely unfortunate. And with one more change to make, I have brought Noah Hay onto the pitch, and it looks like it's going to extra time to me. The game is drawing this out. It couldn't make it any more tense. And it is still Burnley 0, Preston 0. Can we get this winner? This could be the last highlight of the game. And it looks like we do have a free kick. Hay finds Jones. Jones who's come on for Lindsay. And there's a ball over the top to Sean Schulz. John Schulz has Sean Schulz has put it into the corner. I'm going to go to a balanced mentality now. We're going to close this game down. As soon as the highlight is over, I'm going to close this game down now. What a strike. I feel we deserve to win. And yeah, we need to close this game down now. And let's just go to a shorter passing. We're going to up our time wasting, and we will try. We'll come off the counter press, and we will come off the trigger press and drop off more, and we will hopefully now just hold on. That's all we need to do. If we can just hold on, we will deservedly be going through. There's a ball over the top. We need to get hold of this. And that is a dreadful, dreadful ball. It's being cleared. It comes out to Burnley again. We are desperately holding on. Burnley are in space. There's a chance, and they put it wide of the post. This couldn't be any more tense. Just hold on, lads. There's just a minute or so left. Can we do it? It's Burnley 0, Preston 1. We are in the final, and I am delighted. And yes, congratulations, boys, on reaching the final. You deserve it. We were the better team over the two legs, and that is simply wonderful. And I think there has been a shock in the playoffs. And if I can go to the championship playoffs, there was a shock. Middlesbrough beat Brentford by 4-0. And whilst I did fancy playing against Brentford, I'm not so sure about playing Middlesbrough in the final. We'll give it our best. I think Middlesbrough are a better team than Brentford. And wow, well, that was a turnaround, beating them 4-0. We have to get ready to go to the final, and we will be showing the final. And then after the final, we'll have the season review, and hopefully in all that we would have found out what about budgets, what money do we have to spend in the summer. And that's it for this video. My nerves are shot, but we are in the final. And if you are new to the channel, why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support all that very good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. I am a very, very happy Preston manager at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to the final with a little trepidation. It doesn't matter for me what happens. We've exceeded all expectations. But is it possible that we will be promoted to the Premier League? Join us next time for the final. All that remains to be said is we will see you next time.